Our African Nation in Review project. Today we are presenting to you Egypt. The country flag was officially adopted on October 4th of 1984.
The symbolism of the flag dates back to the country's revolution from Western powers in 1952. The red band stands for the time before the revolution. The white band stands for the bloodless nature of the revolution, and the black band symbolizes the end of oppression of Egyptian people. Egypt's population is just over 82 million people.
The official language of Egypt is Arabic.
Egypt is primarily a Muslim country, but there is a Christian influence as well.
The capital of Egypt is Cairo. In 1922 is when Egypt gained independence from Britain.
Abdel is currently the sixth president of Egypt and has been since 2014.
Some major imports of Egypt are food, commodities, equipment, and wood products.
The U.S. is Egypt's largest importer, while Egypt is the U.S. 54th largest importer.
Major exports include cotton, metal products, and petroleum. Two famous Egyptians hail from ancient Egypt.
King Tut was an Egyptian pharaoh in the 18th dynasty and ruled from 1332 BC to 1323 BC. Cleopatra was the last active pharaoh of Egypt in 30 BC.
Some popular dishes include fava beans and falafel, kushari, and baladi bread.
Fava beans are eaten in Egypt at all times of days and in many different ways. Falafel is a deep-fried ball of ground chickpeas and fava beans. Baladi bread is an Egyptian version of pita bread. Over 80 million inhabitants, Egypt is 90% Arabic. The Rosetta Stone is a basalt stone that has inscriptions in hieroglyphics, Demonic, and Greek. Through translating the stone, this paved a way into understanding hieroglyphics. Obelisks were tall stone towers that were placed in front of temples, usually in pairs. Ancient Egyptians invented paper, discovered the human pulse, glass, and discovered that there are 365 days in one year. The Egyptian calendar was the first calendar to have 365-day-long years. Egyptians lived in a matriarchal culture, primarily where females were dominant. Egypt is located in North Africa and Southwest Asia, where it shares borders with the Gaza Strip, Israel, Libya, and Sudan. Egypt is predominantly desert. Only 3.5% of the total land area is cultivated and permanently settled. Egypt's highest point is Mount Catherine at 8,625 feet. The country has an area of 1,001,450 square kilometers, which makes it the 30th largest country in the world. The climate is hot with dry summers and moderate winters. The average July temperature in Cairo is 94.5 degrees Fahrenheit. In Egypt, camels, sheep, goats, donkeys, and 300 different types of birds can be found. As for wild animals, one can expect to see hyenas, jackals, lynxes, mongooses, and wild boars. The Nile is filled with over 4,000 different species of fish. Plants that are commonly found are papyrus, eucalyptus, and cypress. These plants thrive in citrus groves. Today, the nation of Egypt is troubled with political unrest and protest. Just last week, people took the streets of the capital of Egypt, Cairo, to protest against their president and the democratic government. During last week's protest, the people gathered to protest the 100th day anniversary of the newly elected president. They protest against the military, freedom for political prisoners, a change in deteriorating standards of living and increasing prices, and an end to regular power cuts.